down on pickoffs.
Goodness me. On the last game, potentially, one team will fall.
Well, it does show that the coach perhaps is unfazed, but we will see if the players have that same mentality, bringing up a risky, understatement. Risky is an understatement. A jawhead. He brings up a jawhead, Eterna. Final thoughts.
Do they have a gambling problem again?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the question we will see. Bigatron Alpha, will they be able to utilize this risky pick to claim the victory, or will Alter Ego defy the odds once again to make it to the next stage in the playoffs? Welcome to game number 5. It's all or nothing for both these teams.
Their tournament lives gonna be at stake here once again. I can't wait to see how all this unravels here in the final game of this best of 5. And very interesting though, Rasi has actually opted to help out the EXP lane first in terms of his rotations.
Well, it seems like he will not go for the quick clear per se, right? He's still at level 1, but gains a lot of EXP. But take a look at on the move here, maneuver onto a Super Ken, forcing him to jump around, but still, Super Ken getting that lethal. Again, right, one team will move on and advance to RRQ, and going up against RRQ, and one team, unfortunately, we have to say bye-bye.
Okay, whoa, Super Ken.
Good steal, Super Ken getting absolutely demolished here in the first minute of the game. First blood over to Alter Ego, who are not scared at all. They invade early on.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna give them a little bit of an advantage here in the first minute of the game. But the thing that I was thinking about was the Jawhead pick, right? Why Jawhead? Okay, they want to go and double down on pickoff, especially with Super Ken as well. Moreno going to be able to help with the follow-up, but the missiles should be able to sniff out the Natalia location, no?
Yeah, should be. And perhaps at this point, right, Rasti here is just roaming. He does not go for the predictable gold lane babysit. Instead, he opens up map, mid, bot, and top, so he is unpredictable on this Natalia, and it seems like Bigatron now is a little bit behind on rotation for that turtle take. Let's see though, it's going to be a delay here from Sorizo, Key, and Moreno though.
Not too sure what the goal is right now, but Sorizo is already pushing for some good damage down. That's damage speed. Whoa, what was that damage, my guy? Key deleted Silly Boy with the unstoppable force. It's still going to be Pai who secures the turtle. But man, did you see that?
That was insta-burst. That was melted. What are the items looking like? Honestly, I'd like to see.
Is he going damage? There's no way he goes damage, right?
I mean, there's a lot of... I guess Sorizo can be the frontliner. I don't know. I really want to see the items, honestly, because you're right. That was a lot of damage coming from Key with a support emblem.
That's on... I don't know. I have no words. Oh! Montage!
Those are the mechanics that we expect from Key back in Season 7. The ejector flicker combo, pulling Nino all the way back. And the lack of the Purify really sets in now for Alter Ego. Gani, explain!
It's ejector, flicker, and then he just pops off. It's... my god. It's a takeoff, all right? It's a takeoff for Nino there, unfortunately. He again displaying his mechanics back from Season 7, but he might be caught here.
Heavy spin, putting him down. Rossi doing some damage right now, picks up the kill. Only onto the roamer though. Super Ken waiting in the bush. Gonna be spotted out. Udil going for more. Actually now jumping on a Super Ken. For the airstrike gets popped in. Dark Knight falls as well. Super Ken able to get the Cold Alter HP. But he does fall. 0, 2, and 0 for Super Ken in game number 5.
Bigatron Alpha had the early game gold lead, but with the trades coming through with Super Ken being taken down 2 times in the first 4 minutes of the game, Alter Ego have been able to alleviate the pressure that Bigatron Alpha were putting onto them. But now here, 10 seconds left onto the next neutral objective. And it looks like so far, Rossi has been doing a good job at opening up the map and even taking some kills for himself. But 2-0-1 in the early game, is that the KDA you want on a roamer?
2-0-1 at this point. You're Natalia, you might It's all right? You need also somehow damage items, so 2 kills, not that bad. Considering that Celibo is on an Ikai, so a tank jungler, I feel like it's still okay, but it would be preferred on towards perhaps Udil or Nino still.
All right, Bigatron now. So Rizzo,
They've swapped lanes.
they have.
Interesting.
Oh, the bottom lane.
Yeah, 1-1 getting dove on, but that's, oh my god, I believe the ejector utilized by Key with the unstoppable force to actually bring Rossi back, and the kill was picked up by Super Ken, who desperately needed that kill. Bigatron Alpha with the lane swap, a very interesting move. They understand that the turtle is no longer in their control, and this is a good adjustment. Super Ken gets brought into Udil with the ejector, and I guess that's the creativity they're looking for, as Udil jumps in with a stampede, bring it back. Super Ken trying to deal some damage, but the call altar has been placed down. Key will need to respect it. It's a turret traded in for the turtle.
That's a resource wasted though here. So Bigatron Alpha, if they're looking to fight, the time is now. Without the call altar, the composition from Alter, oh my god, the damage, the pressure, the killing pressure that Rossi gives is just massive, right? But take a look at Bigatron picking their battles here, waiting for the right opportunity. Is not going to business just yet. Oh, they might be caught.
The cut right now with a heavy spin. Saken gonna be spotted out, looking for all the weakness points. Pops in. The needles. Oh my god, one more weakness point, but it will not come through. Alter Ego with a massive punish on Bigatron Alpha. 6 minutes in, gold lead still back and forth. Bigatron desperately looking for a trade on the map with the mid lane turret and the top lane. Hellkirk, Super Ken committing and finding that turret to trade back on.
But Alter Ego going to be able to get a turret there in the bottom side. So even the trades are happening, but Bigatron Alpha still have a little bit of a lead in terms of that gold. And we're talking about the items, right? And here we see it. Jawhead, no damage items whatsoever.
That's just the base damage then.
Yeah.
Holy. Wow.
So there you go. Anticuras already built as well as the first item here, trying to negate the damage from the side of Carry, and of course the Natalia. The burst physical will be negated, and now it's going to be looking at the items as well. It's just corrosion here, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy just yet. But of course Rossi on that Natalia will have that late tendencies. Oh, Sally Boy caught.
They're trying to force the heavy spin, I believe, right now, right before the turtle spawns, but they weren't successful at that. Look at Super Ken. He's going to get dove on now by Rossi. He is able to escape. Third turtle. Oh, Key on solid force. That's a heavy spin. Baited out. Massive resource baited out. Bigatron Alpha will have an advantage coming into the next turtle.
It's going to be very interesting to see, all right? Bigatron Alpha, they finally managed to bait that resource out, so it's going to be a no contest, it seems like, here for the side of Alter Ego. Bigatron will claim the last turtle, so no perfect turtle for the side of Alter Ego Esports. They will share it 2-1. But let's see here. Alter Ego Esports with this Natalia, I don't see the control, the map control. Sure, killing presence, yes, but the map control here seems like still is favoring Bigatron Alpha in the mid side. Here, trying to zone away. But oh my god, Key.
A miss. But he does find Sunny Boy right now with all the weakness points popped in. Saken is looking for the crossbow tang. Is going to be able to find it right now on the Sunny Boy, but he gets out of range in time. Super Ken now petrified and taken down. Nino finds the kill. Bigatron Alpha, they secure the turtle, but they lose their jungler in a pickoff that they started.
Wow, 1-3-0 already. Very different to what we're accustomed to for the KDA of Super Ken in particular. But Bigatron Alpha still with a healthy 1,000 gold lead. It can definitely shift in favor of Alter Ego if they find the momentum. But the side lanes, they're still pushing in favor of Bigatron.
Very, right? 1,000, it's 1,000, but it's not much. But it's a good foundation because take a look at the map, right? 3 turrets taken out here for the side of Alter Ego. So Bigatron Alpha, they have more map to play around with. They can play the bot, top, and as well as mid. And it seems like it's gonna create Rossi a tougher job here to somehow withstand and balance the map out. Let's see though, it's a game from Alter Ego. It's a 5-man rotation. Let's see, will they commit to this?
Oh, Key.
Unstoppable force onto Udil, bringing it back with ejector right now, but Key is going to be pinned down and he will be the one taken out. Saken looking for all the weakness points, gets it onto Pi. Has the crossbow of Tang, but will not utilize it. Bigatron Alpha have lost their lead completely. Alter Ego with the kills and their objective takes are able to equalize it on the board again.
listen, right? Their brand here, Alter Ego, is family. And that is why they are rotating as 5. Take a look at the items here already. Hunter Strike built for Yudzong, so that Petrify, the combination of skills that Yudzong has can take Super Ken down or Moreno. They need to be careful of this, or even Saken, right? And to add to that, Nino has collected enough items to fight, and that is also why they are starting to rotate as 5, not as 4, as 5. So they need to be careful of that as well, because it can backfire. Take a look at top side already. They are low-key rotating as 5, but they will sacrifice that inner turret. Will it cost them? It's still up in the air. Perhaps they want to activate that Magic Sentry, which they immediately did. Activate the Magic Sentry, and let's see here. The Lord, it seems like, will be resetted still. Bigatron Alpha, it's just a 50-50 game, honestly.
50-50, but the real-time win probability favors a Bigatron Alpha for the moment because of how many objectives they have on the map. But there you go, heavy spin baited. Do Bigatron Alpha want to pull the trigger?
They need to. That was what they were waiting for. Chorizo actually baits it out. It's on a lower cooldown than Flicker, so it might still be worth it for Alter Ego if they can play it out, if they can stop Bigatron Alpha from taking this Lord, but it doesn't seem like Bigatron Alpha want to give them that luxury. Mid lane being cleared out, top lane being slow push, concealed play, popped in. Saliboy going to be engaged on right now. He's still able to dash out. Keep still holding on to the Assault Enforcement in the back line. Rossi dives in. Supercam's looking for the back line as well. Dino is able to burst Chorizo down. That's the front liner taken out. The battle, the Retribution comes down, and it's Saliboy who secures it for Alter Ego. The ejector from Key doesn't help Supercan in the end. Alter Ego, no heavy spin, no problem.
What in the world is happening? Alter Ego once again with a favorable trade. 2 kills, a Lord as well. 1,700 gold lead. We gotta see that again.
Yeah, I gotta run it back, right? I mean, Chorizo here, he insta-melted, right? Unfortunately, for side of Bigatron, they lost Lord Saliboy again this series. His Retribution, woo, 100, not 100%, but it's just very reliable. 2,500 gold lead now, Alter Ego Esports after that exchange, and they will definitely get more. Lord is still very healthy outside. Let's see though, it's a 3-wave push. Bigatron Alpha, they need to take care of this. Let's see how they will defend.
Shadow Stampede popped in mid lane, micromanaged properly. Black Dragon form now being popped in by Pies. The airstrike comes down, but Moreno is going to be cancelled out. Keep looking for a pick on the Jawhead. Has the flicker to look for it, but they will not be able to do it. Top lane, micromanaged again by Bigatron Alpha, sending Super Ken up. But man, Alter Ego, they got through. They weathered the storm, that early game where Bigatron Alpha had most of the control.
And it's not going to be easy, even if they want to go for a siege though, right? Sure, they've taken it back, but it's different to when they approach a fight outside of the base as compared to when they go for it into the base. Because Bigatron Alpha, they have the high ground, they have the Farsa. And the thing is, in that previous team fight where Alter Ego Esports was able to get the Lord and 2 members off the board, Rossi was able to cancel that Feather Airstrike because of how they were situated. So Alter Ego, they need to think about this, but they go in full onto Chorizo. He gets taken down here, and that's a member off the board. Looks like Alter Ego might want to pull the trigger once again.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, with a man advantage, they should pull the trigger. But with that in mind, Bigatron, they realize that they want to defend the mid side. Will they be able to? Oh, they still can. So it seems like Bigatron, with the Feather Airstrike, they are able to buy enough time to just revive, well not revive, just to hold that structure in the mid side and help it stand.
Yeah, protect it at all costs, right? Don't give Bigatron Alpha more map pressure than they already do. This was a little bit similar to one of the games we watched earlier, right? Alter Ego had more of a lead, but it only took one mistake that was punished and capitalized by Bigatron Alpha to turn the entire game around. So there is still a chance for Bigatron Alpha for sure to come back. But here, you can see here already a setup for the next turtle. They're looking to bait Saliboy once again, but we saw even with the bait, Saliboy was still able to get the Lord.
Exactly.
Yeah, not why he's still hovering around. He's so confident, right? taking a look at the situation right now, it is actually Alter Ego with the lead, but they are the ones pressured. Why? Because the far lane, the top side, is constantly pressured by none other than Sakin, right? Of course, assisted by Key, but this might be war.
That's the pin down to Rizzo. Pinned down right now, but that's going to be the feathered airstrike zoning Nino away. The call ultra has been baited in, and Key is looking for the engage now with the assault first and the injector onto Nino, but he flickers onto the back. Moreno flickering out as well. Pi with Black Dragon form as the crossbow tank is able to deal some damage on the Selly Boy, but Moreno will fall to the hands of Pi. Rossi in the back, Rizzo falling. It's a disaster for Bigatron Alpha. 4-1 for Alter Ego.
Oh my god! One member left standing.
You want to end?
Mirko, Goni, is this the end of the Red Robots? 12 seconds
for Key.
10 seconds. Oh my god, Mirko!
They're counting down. Super Cat with the retribution saves the day. Buy some time. Alter Ego, they might have overcommitted here, but the minion waves comes down. It's going to be another wave to play with, but they defend. Bigatron Alpha just barely staying alive for now, but Alter Ego will still be able to utilize this once again onto the Lord. Bigatron Alpha, they need to work it out, man.
Oh my goodness. Mirko, you weren't shaking earlier. I bet you were nervous now, but thankfully, Key and Moreno, they're up in time to somehow provide and cover. It's a reset, but it's another engage.
Unstoppable force, getting him out. Ejector as well to disengage, but Rossi finds the assassination in the back. Sakin trying to run away. Spy jumps in with the Black Dragon form. Super Ken gets spotted in the bush, pops the Dark Knight Falls just to disengage the defensive maneuvers from Bigatron Alpha as Marky watches from the back rooms. Alter Ego will be able to take the Lord for free.
Wow, and over, right? It's not Pi that goes into the back line, it's Rossi. 5-1-3 KDA already eliminating the burst threat coming in from Moreno every time they go for a team fight, and that is the impact that Natalia has in this game.
My goodness, what an opening match, what a treat, right? It has been a 2-2, and game 5 hasn't been disappointing. And it seems like now still Alter Ego. Still, take a look at the total kills, right? 15-5, my goodness. But it's only a 3,000 gold lead. So Bigatron Alpha, with their current composition now, they have the Dark Knight Falls, they have the Feather Airstrike, which they can utilize to defend this Lord. And of course, they have that crossbow with Tang. So again, comebackable, all right, for Bigatron Alpha. Alter Ego Esports, though, they need to stay disciplined if they really want to end the game. Don't overextend, don't overcommit. Don't make no more mistakes, because Bigatron Alpha can wipe you out and end the game there.
Very low chances of that comeback, though, as Alter Ego utilized the map pressure with a 3-wave push. Bigatron Alpha still able to actually clear out the Lord. Black Dragon form getting popped here by Pi to zone the members away. Super Ken beating out 2 ultimates. A massive bait, but now the mid waves have been crashing down into the base. The base is wide open, but Key finds the ejector. Nino gets brought back to the team. Now the damage comes down, and Moreno finds the shutdown. Unstoppable force on the Silly Boy. Rizzo's dealing the damage, taking some more. Sakin going for the chase, but has to deal with the minions. Bigatron Alpha, they lose a base turret, and they catch Nino. They're still in this game.
I am ready for a 30-minute game, ladies and gentlemen. 15-6, and take a look at this, right? 18 minutes in, Rossi jumps in.
Super Ken versus Rossi, and it's Rossi who gets the kill, and it's worth it for, I don't know, is it, who is it worth it for?
Super Ken got the shutdown.
Exactly, on paper it should be the jungler who loses out in the trade, but he does get the shutdown, so Gani,
I gotta say, at this point, right, it's worth it towards Super Ken. They needed that, right? They needed to somehow stabilize on that gold department. And with that shutdown, take a look at the gold already shifting towards Bigatron Alpha. Sure, you can argue it's 19 minutes, Gani. You don't really need items, but take a look at the items. Not all of the heroes are at full items. 1-1, though, will definitely be at full items, adding that anti-cuirass to negate the damage from, again, Natalia. But if you take a look at carry here, 2 somehow defensive items, right? 1 for physical, Wind of Nature. Sure, it adds attack as well, but Athena Shield is a must. Why? Because they have the glue, they have the Farsa that can burst the carry down. So of course, Nino understands that and he builds that, but it's another reset for both of the teams. Alter Ego Esports, who were looking good at 3 minutes ago. It seems like now Bigatron Alpha has an equal chance. Let's see though, another opening might happen here. Both teams though, this time, they're taking it slow. All right, Bigatron Alpha, they managed to equalize in this game, all right? They were behind 3,000. They were behind on structures as well, but slowly but surely, they're low-key catching up now, looking at the flickers and as well as the Inspire. Bigatron Alpha, they're ready for a fight, and that's why they are baiting in the Lord pit. Let's see though, will Alter Ego be baited?
Okay, unstoppable force and the ejector flicker. Rossi with flanks right now. This might be massive as Sorizo gets chunked low. They need to reset the Lord. Moreno spotted Rossi out. Now he's looking for Sorizo actually with Immortality, and he baits out the feathered airstrike, another big ultimate. The conceal play now, the heavy spin popped in. He can be brought back onto the team. Masakin kites away. He doesn't have the Immortality, he will fall, and it's a disaster once again. Sorizo! His Immortality has been popped! Super Ken looking for the play, but the call Alter comes down to save the day for Alter Ego. Bigatron Alpha had to concede another Lord, but this time around, it's the evolved Lord. Super Ken, I don't think you want to go for this. He doesn't. He needs to back away. The feather airstrike comes down. The Winter Truncheon is popped. Udel has baited another resource.
Wow, Alter Ego once again with the Lord take. They're gonna have the advantage when it comes down to the siege as well. 1,500 gold lead is back for Alter Ego. And look at the damage dealt, right? Udil, Nino doing the damage. Moreno is a little far below because of how baited the ultimate has been and how it gets cancelled a lot by Pi as well as Rossi. But once again here, Bigatron Alpha, they do have the high ground. Will they be able to defend once again?
Sakin zoned away by the Black Dragon form, but he's able to bait it out properly. Look at every spin by Selly Boy! Super Ken in the midst! Alter Ego, they have risen! And Bigatron Alpha, they will be knocked out in the first day of the playoffs! Alter Ego have done it!
Alter Ego! They are now officially advancing to the next stage. Meanwhile, take a look at the other side of the coin. Bigatron Alpha. Their journey will end here right now.
Wow. Unpredictable result here for our opening match. And if the coach was worried of a 3-2, they get it.